What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Skillet. Yes indeed, Skillet fans, feeling you. Come on now. Actually, I found out, Skillet fans are referred to as panheads. So yeah, some people, I heard people calling them panheads, and I'm like, I don't get it. And then one day it just clicked. I'm like, oh, I get it. Skillet, pan. Yeah, duh. Yeah, I know. Anyway, so yeah, panheads, feeling you. Yeah. Come on now, here we go. All right, let's see. This is a request from Airsoft Repairs, Travis K, APEC, Kelly Strickland, and Dave Holler. Clem VP's on that list. That's weird. Usually when Airsoft Repairs and APEC, are on a request list, that usually, and then with Kelly Strickland coming on board, usually when the three of them are on a request, Clem's always been with them. Wonder why Clem didn't. You know what? I'm not gonna take any chances. Maybe Clem did request it, and I just don't remember. I don't remember seeing it. So I'm just going to put him in. There we go. Clem VP. All right, Clem VP, putting you in there, whether you want to or not. All right. So anyway, Airsoft Repairs, Travis K, APEC, Kelly Strickland, Dave Holler, and Clem VP. Clem VP. Yeah, we'll honorable mention. They all wanted to watch me react to this song from Skillet called Circus For A Psycho. Now, to the best of my knowledge, I have not heard this song before. It does not ring a bell with me. It doesn't resonate. It doesn't sound familiar. So to the best of my knowledge, I've never heard it. Now, as always, if I start listening and I go, oh, yeah, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Skillet. Okay, Skillet and I have a love-hate relationship. About 60% of what I've done with Skillet has gone through no problem. There's been a 40% that has had some issues. Sometimes we're able to work them out and we're able to resolve them, and I challenge it and they say, okay, yeah, we'll let it go through. Sometimes they don't. So we'll see where this one goes. Let's see. This video has 1.46 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Circus For A Psycho. It's Skillet. Rise. I guess that's the album. Rise. This is the album cover. I don't know. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I break and the anger turns to rage. Why can't you just leave me alone? Got your finger on the trigger, you think that you're the winner, but you're gonna get kicked off of your throne. No! You think you're gonna hurt me? Get ready to get dirty. You created this beast inside. Pull the noose tighter and lift a little higher, 'cause you're killing me slow. I ain't ready to die. Killing me slow, but I ain't ready to die. Tonight, get ready for a fight. So now you know it's time to ride a circus for a psycho. Round and round we go. Look out below, 'cause I wanna feel
Lots of good things happening. Lots of good things happening. That guitar riff, that little solo line at the beginning to lead the song in, that was cool. That was cool. The song itself has a great riff that they, chord, and then on the ands of 3 and on the end of 4, ba 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 ba. It's cool. I like the accents there. Really well done. Vocally sounds really good. John's got a great tone coming out. Drumming sounds solid. Can't really hear the bass too well. Me being a bass player, I'm always kind of sensitive to it. Me personally, I like to hear the bass a little bit more in the mix, but that's just me. The sampling, the voicing, the voice sampling, the go, 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 obviously that's sampled. It's the exact same attack every single time. You can almost hear somebody hitting the sample pad. It's ridiculous. So it's clearly sampled. But, it's not like, it's not obnoxious. It's obvious, but it's not like groan worthy. It's not like, oh God, it's terrible. It's not that. It's just, it's obvious it's sampled, but it's not cringy. It's not groan worthy. So it's okay. It's okay. I have some more thoughts, but let's keep going with the song for right now. Let's keep going.
Everybody down, gonna burn it to the ground. Can't keep this beast inside. Never again, never again. You're killing me slow, but I ain't ready to die. Killing me slow, but I ain't ready to die. Tonight, get ready for a fight. So now you know it's time to ride. A circus for a psycho. Round and round we go. Look out below, 'cause I want of this. I want of this. Circus for a psycho. Circus for a psycho. You think you're gonna hurt me? Get ready to get dirty. Gonna burn this place to the ground. Tonight, get ready for a fight. So now you know it's time to ride. A circus for a psycho. Round and round we go. Look out below, it's time to ride. A circus for a psycho.
Okay. Great guitar solo. I didn't see that coming, actually. I did. I heard that melodic line that they used for the intro, and I'm like, okay, they're just going to keep vamping on that. But instead, he went from that into a solo. Very slick. Very slick. I like the song. I'm liking the song. It's not bad. I've heard better from them, but it's still a great song. I'm still enjoying it. One thing I'm not thrilled with is the overproduction on the vocals. Hear me out. It's not all the vocals. Most of the vocals I like. I like what they're doing with the vocals. I like the EQing. They got like a little bit of an FM or not FM, an AM radio filter on it in some spots. That's cool. I got no problem with that. But what I'm talking about is when they take the voicing and they digitally just mess with it. Like, speed ups and slow downs and stops, and they chop it up, and, they take out a millisecond every 2 milliseconds. Like you get that sound. I hate that. I've never been a fan of that. I can't think of one song where they do that kind of stuff, and I've enjoyed it from a vocal performance standpoint. It feels cheap to me. I know they're doing it for effect, and I get it, but me personally, I don't like that. I don't. I'd rather hear them just sing clean. than, you know, all those crazy, just over-the-top effects that are completely unnecessary. So, you know. Now, look, if there's a reason for it, like if they're going to do stuff like that, if they're going to put a bunch of effects on the vocal, if there's a reasoning behind it, like the AM effect, like the AM radio effect, I get that. I see the reasoning. There's a gap. Everybody's laid out. It's a chance to kind of shine a little bit with the vocals, and they decide to put a little AM filter on it. That I can handle. It's the stoppies, you know, that kind of stuff. Ugh. Can't stand that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's keep going. We got about a minute and got about a minute and a half to go.
Circus for a psycho. Round and round we go. Down below it's time to ride. A circus for a psycho. Never again, never again. You're killing me slow, but I ain't ready to die. Round and round we go. Look out below, 'cause I want all this. I want all this. Circus for a psycho. Circus for a psycho. Circus for a psycho. Circus for a psycho.
Like that. Huh. Oh, okay. That must lead into the next song. All right. Usually I'm not a big fan of cacophony at the end of a song like that, but I think there was a message there. I have a theory. I'm going to have to think about it a little bit, but I have a theory. Huh. Yeah, good job. Great job overall. Well, there you go, folks. That was Skillet with Circus For A Psycho. This was a request from Airsoft Repairs, Travis K, APEC, Kelly Strickland, Dave Holler, and an honorary mention. I didn't see him actually request this, but I have a feeling he might have. I just missed it. So I'm throwing Clem VP in there. Anyway, feeling you, Clem. Feeling you, Clem. That's right. I didn't forget about you. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.6. Yep, 8.6. I feel great with that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
This was a great song. Okay, I want to make it clear that I feel that this was a great song. Okay, not really good, great. They did some great things here. They did some not so great things. I'll get to that. I'll get to those. Okay, so songwriting, pretty simple. Very simple, actually. Not even pretty. Very simple, but like I've always said, simple can be effective when it's done right. And they took the simple chord structure they had, they put the right attitude, the right energy, the right drive behind it. They had some great lyrical projection, some great lyrical performance, some great instrumental performance, and it turned out really nice. Really nice. Downright great. Let's see. The structure of the song, nothing all that complex. Verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, solo, chorus. Twice. 2 choruses at the end. Pretty standard stuff. But that is the that's like the blueprint for a great song. So can't knock that. Absolutely can't knock it. I know people are going to say, well, it sounds like every other song out there. You're absolutely right. It does sound like every other song out there, doesn't it? That's because they're following the same winning formula. Duh. Come on. Anyway, Guitar tone sounded really good. On the solo, I thought the solo was done well. I think it could have used a little brighter tone to kind of separate itself from the solo line that they did at the beginning. Like the tone they used for the solo line at the intro and that was running throughout the entire song was the exact same tone they used for the actual guitar solo. I've always been a very strong proponent of when you do a guitar solo, the tone should change a slight bit, like just a little, just to make it stand out, so it doesn't sound like it's just bleed over. Especially doing the solo the way they did, where the solo literally came out of the solo line that they did, you know, the melodic line. The solo literally came right out of it. So differentiating the tone, I think, would have made the solo more effective, but nonetheless, the solo was still really good. I still enjoyed the solo. I'm just saying I think it would have been more effective had they changed up the tone. That's all. The drumming was solid, bass playing was solid. I mean, I already talked about both of those. I couldn't really hear the bass player, but if I don't hear him, then that means he didn't do anything wrong either. I mean, I could tell he was there, I just couldn't hear him clear. So the fact that I never heard him stick out, that's a good thing. So no worries there. I wish he'd just been boosted up in the mix a little. That's all. Me being a bass player, sue me. The sampling. I have mixed feelings about sampling. Using the samples the way they did, most of it was tasteful. Most of it. You could tell it was sampled because every single vocal line had the exact same diction, the exact same vowel formation, the exact same accents, the exact same attacks, the exact same length. Everything was the exact same. So clearly it was sampled. They didn't overuse the samples though. They kept the sampling to the choruses. I can appreciate that. I'm okay with that. I'm not criticizing it. I'm glad they did it where they did, and they used it only in the choruses. If they had samples like that going through the verses, the pre-choruses, the choruses, the outro, everything like that, that would have been a negative in my book. That would have been overuse. But they didn't overuse. They used it tastefully. So I'm not knocking it. I will, however, knock the vocal processing. A little too much. A little too overdone. A little too much DJing, as I like to call it. A little too much messing with the vocal lines. All the starts and stops and the micro starts and stops. And I can't stand that. Like I said, now the AM radio effect, I understand. I got it. They had a break. They want to do something special with the vocals. They threw on an AM radio effect. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's the that stuff. God, it just gives me a headache. I can't stand that. It's like, why can't you just let him sustain the note? Seriously, why? Let him show off his vocal talent. Let him show off his ability to hold and sustain a note on pitch. That would have been much better in my opinion, but whatever. If they're going to do what they're going to do. The other thing, and I was actually going to knock points off for this, but then I thought about it. The cacophony at the end. I've never been one for cacophony. I've never been one for chaos at the end where they just take a whole bunch of sound effects and they throw them on there for the sake of whatever. You know, if it's like putting a vocal effect on. If there's no reason behind it, why do it? You know, it's just like, it was this absolute cacophony. And I was sitting there going, I don't get it. I'm hearing sirens, I'm hearing helicopters, I'm hearing buzzing, I'm hearing alarms, I'm hearing this and that. But then I thought about it. The name of the song is Circus For A Psycho. One of the things that is often described in psychotic behavior is hearing sounds and voices in your head to the point where it gets so loud it literally drives the person crazy. What if that's what they were trying to convey in the song? What if that is what they were trying to show? What if that was what they were trying to let people know? This is what it sounds like. This chaos, this cacophony, this absolute unbridled sound that has absolutely no rhyme or reason to it, to the point where it gets annoying. Imagine living with that 24/7 for years. Wouldn't that drive you nuts? I'll tell you right now, it would drive me nuts. I would absolutely lose it. I would have to be put in a padded room with a special jacket. So I get the feeling there was purpose behind it, which is why I'm not knocking their score down for it. As a matter of fact, the score came up a little bit because I believe that is what they were trying to convey. I was going to give it like about an 8.4, but then I heard that and I was like, oh god, 8.2, 8.1, but then I thought about it and I'm like, wait a minute, Circus For A Psycho, there might be meaning here. So I really sat, I took a few minutes, I sat and I thought, what if that was the reason? So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to say that there is a reason, and that is the reason, and that's why it went up from an 8.4 to an 8.6. Now, did this blow my mind? No. Have I heard better from Skillet? I have, but I've also heard far worse from Skillet and several other bands. So no, this was a great job. I actually enjoyed this song. I did enjoy it. Even with the sampling, even with the vocal formatting, and the vocal effects, and with the cacophony at the end, I still really enjoyed it, and I truly believe that this is a great song. So that's why it's getting the 8.6. 8.6 is a great score. If you're not 100% sure, look down at my scoring chart. They should explain it. 8.0 is the bottom threshold for great. So anything above an 8.0, like an 8.6, for example, is 6 points higher than great. So this is a great score. 8.6, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base to become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It will do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell, and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.